I love getting free posters whenever I go to movies, especially for ones I am excited to talk about. Joker. Joker is a DC standalone and origin story for the Joker, directed by Todd Phillips, starring Joaquin Phoenix. Set in the 1980s, we follow a man named Arthur Fleck, who is an aspiring stand-up comedian who is also working as a clown. But when he's in a society that's constantly beating on him and starting to begin his descent into madness, he becomes the clown prince of crime, the Joker. Now, the Joker is my all-time favorite comic book villain. I just find him so fascinating, and there are so many interesting things you could do with this character. Despite him being a supporting character, like in Batman movies like the '89 Batman and The Dark Knight, and even in Suicide Squad, there has never really been a solo Joker movie where we get to see his origins. And I'm mixed on the Joker having an official origin story. You could make a potentially interesting origin story for the Joker, or you could make him mysterious that could work with the character, like in The Dark Knight, with him changing his backstory of how he got his scars. When this film was announced that it was going to be a standalone movie and an origin story for the Joker, I was interested to see what they would do with it, and Todd Phillips was announced as director for this movie, director of The Hangover, making a Joker movie. Alright, we'll see what they do with that. But the thing that got my attention the most and got me excited for this movie, Joaquin Phoenix was cast as the Joker. That right there, I am in. I want to see this. Because I think Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor that has been giving so many great performances over the years, like in Gladiator, Walk the Line, The Master, Her. He's a fantastic actor. He knows how to pick good scripts and interesting projects. When the trailers for this movie came out, they were incredible. They got me so excited for this movie. I was loving the tone, the time period this movie is set in, and it was obvious that Joaquin Phoenix was giving it 100% to this role. And ever since I saw the trailers for this movie, it has been really high on my most anticipated movies for the rest of 2019. Along with the great reviews and the festival buzz, this movie could be a possible awards contender and Joaquin Phoenix could be nominated for this role. I was really excited for this movie, and I saw this movie last night. I was really excited for this movie. I did not want this movie to disappoint. And what did I think of Joker? Fantastic. Absolutely one of the best movies I have seen this year. This movie shocked me. It had me shaken and in complete awe when it ended. And this movie left me completely shocked when I got in my car and I drove the way home in silence just thinking about this movie. Joker was amazing. First, let's get the obvious out of the way. Let's talk about Joaquin Phoenix. Beyond phenomenal. Just Oscars. Just give Phoenix the Oscar already, please. Something I admire about every actor that has played the Joker in the past is that they made their interpretation their own. Every actor that has played the Joker made their interpretation of the character their own and not try to copy who has came before. And that's definitely what Phoenix does here. This is 100% Phoenix Joker, his own version of the Joker. His mannerisms, his movements, his facial expressions. The amount of creepiness and unpredictability he brought to every scene in this movie. Even in scenes where you know what he's gonna do, it still came across as shocking. And I absolutely think Joaquin Phoenix deserves an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. I definitely think he will get nominated, but he should win. He is my pick for Best Actor of the Year so far. I don't know who could win or who could be the front runner over Phoenix, but I absolutely want Joaquin Phoenix to win. He deserves the gold. There are also some good supporting performances from Robert De Niro as a talk show host and Zazie Beetz, Domino from Deadpool 2, as a love interest for Joaquin Phoenix, and she's good too. The directing and cinematography in this movie is amazing. Just capturing the time period so excellently and immersing you in this very dirty and gritty look at Gotham. And honestly, if I never knew that Todd Phillips, director of The Hangover, directed this movie and someone told me that, I wouldn't believe you. Just like, this doesn't really feel like a Todd Phillips movie, and I like that, and I'm glad he's stepping out of his comfort zone. I never thought I would see him direct a movie like this, but I'm glad he got a chance to direct a movie like this. I can tell this was the movie he wanted to make, and he absolutely did a great job directing this movie. And I can tell that there was some influence on some Martin Scorsese films on this movie, like Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy. This does feel like a Martin Scorsese movie, and I think that was great. A Joker movie, but somewhat similar to a Martin Scorsese movie, and I thought that worked very well. And this movie is R-rated, and last DC movie that I can think of that was R-rated was Watchmen back in 2009, so that was 10 years ago. This movie absolutely deserves its R rating. It goes for it. It does not shy away from anything. It goes for it. It takes risks. There are so many scenes in this movie that had my jaw dropped, that shocked me. And also there was a particular twist in the middle of this movie that I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen this movie yet, but I did not see that coming at all. It left me shocked and just... This movie just definitely earns its R rating, and I'm glad we got an R-rated Joker movie. And I'm really glad that we're in a time where R-rated comic book movies can do well, like the Deadpool movies, Logan, and now this. I'm really glad that we're getting more R-rated comic book movies that work very well with its rating. And also, props to the musical score in this movie. It was very haunting and intense. Really great musical score in this movie. As for issues or nitpicks, I would say maybe the ending went on a bit too long. There was a point where I thought, okay, this movie's over, and then the ending went on for a bit. The ending of this movie may have went on for a bit, but overall, Joker is definitely one of my favorite movies of the year so far. I would say in the top 5, maybe, somewhere in the top 5. It's a deep, dark, gritty, intense, disturbing, and unsettling character study for the Joker, and a very fascinating origin story for the character that I thought worked very well for this movie. Well directed, great cinematography, well paced, and an astonishing, awards-worthy performance from Joaquin Phoenix. Well, I don't know if I'll say he's the best Joker. I'd say Heath Ledger is my favorite Joker, but Joaquin Phoenix is pretty close. If you're looking forward to this movie and want to check out this movie, definitely give it a watch. It's a must-see, a great comic book movie, and I'm really glad we got a Joker origin movie, and I'm really glad that this stood on its own. A great DC standalone movie that didn't need to connect anything, just tell a story, and it worked very well for this movie. And overall, I am going to give Joker 4.5 stars out of 5. Just an absolutely terrific movie. I am definitely rooting for this movie to get some Oscar nominations. I definitely think Joaquin Phoenix will get nominated. Maybe win, but we'll see. I really hope this movie gets a Best Picture nomination, as well as some other nominations that I think it deserves. I hope this movie gets some Oscar nominations. Definitely think you should go out and see this movie. However, since it's a very R-rated film and it's pretty brutal and disturbing, this is not for the faint of heart, so if you don't want to see this movie and this does not seem like a movie you want to watch, you can skip this movie if you want. However, if you feel like you can handle it and want to give this movie a watch, do give this movie a watch. Joker was a really great movie. So what do you guys think of Joker? Do you agree? Disagree with me? Let me know below. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new here. It really means a lot. I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.